forming past perfect tense as well as present perfect tense. Okay, so number one, what you should do is to highlight this. Okay, it is a verb form that can be used as an adjective. You highlight this. Okay, to create verb tense, that's number two. And number three, we would say it is to create the passive voice. Okay, so you highlight these 3 points so that you know what the past participle is for. So when you are thinking about the past participle, what you can say is that it's usually had plus your past participle when you are forming past perfect tense. So there are regular verbs. Okay, regular verbs would be things that end with ed. Okay, you just take note of that. So if it ends with ed, that's very straightforward because words like laugh, okay, present tense will still be laugh, past tense would be laughed, and past perfect tense would be had laughed. So had plus your participle. Okay, if it start, then that will be start, started, had started, wash, washed, had washed. Okay, so you take note, this one here should be had washed. Okay, and then the third row, wink, winked, and had winked. Okay, this would be the last ed that you take note of. Okay, irregular verbs do not always end with ed. Okay, so you take note, do not always end with ed. So drive, drove. Okay, can you make sure you take a red or green pen to mark this section? Okay, drive, drove. On this side, we would say had driven. Okay, this would be past perfect tense. Feel, felt. Then here would be had felt. Put is the same thing. Okay, still had put. Okay, swim, swam. Past perfect tense would be had swam. Okay, ring, rang. Past perfect tense would be had rung. Okay, cut will still be cut, so it would be had cut. Okay, come, came would be had come. Go, went would be had gone. Run, ran would be had run. So that's something that you should take note of. Most people will forget about this. Okay, arise and arose would be had arisen. Okay, wake, woke would be had woken. Break, broke, had broken. Cost would be had cost. Yeah, okay, can. So basically participles are important, okay, because like I said, you need to form present perfect tense as well as past perfect tense, and then later on for active and passive voice when you are making the changes. Okay, and obviously the last one would be for direct and reported speech. Okay, when you are reporting the sentences that are being told, and the last one would be for time. Okay, so let's move on from here. Okay, for page 3. Okay, just to quickly run through the purpose of using present perfect tense as well as past perfect tense. Okay, present perfect tense, we will always say that it will be has or have plus your past participle. Okay, which is why it is important for you to note what is considered to be past participle. Then you will know how to fill it accordingly. Okay, so we would say that when something is completed, okay, if it's a finished action and it is a present result, okay, wherever I highlight, please also highlight. Okay, Susie has lost her wallet. Okay, so we would say that the reason why we use present perfect tense here is because it is still relevant today. So until now, that is still the case. Okay, so that's why we would use has lost. Okay, recent completed action. This would be, for example, I have just finished my assignment. Okay, so this is where you will also use present perfect tense. Okay, for number 3, if it's an unfinished action, which means from the past, okay, all the way until now. So for example, we would say Sally has lived in Singapore for 5 years. Okay, this is the duration. But until now, it is clear that she's still living in Singapore. So that's why we will use has lived. Okay, box number 4, multiple actions at different times. So this would be, I have been to the doctor several times. Okay, so you highlight several times and you also highlight have been. Okay, so if it changes over time, so this is something that you've grown more interested in, okay, then we would say I have become more interested in politics. Okay, they never really state the time frame. It is taken that it is across a period of time. Okay, accomplishment, that would be, for example, man has walked on the moon. Okay, that doesn't change, still relevant today. And the last one will be life experiences. So for example, if you usually see the word before, then you would take note that you would use present perfect tense because you are saying that you have eaten it before and now you are still eating it. Okay, it doesn't actually change. Okay,